From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, it's Austin Lowen.
And Tyler Blankenship.
And what a beautiful, beautiful time to be in Middle Tennessee.
Right?
Y'all, what is happening out there? It's a little thing called spring.
Everything's waking up.
It is. God, there's things blooming around Nashville. We're here in Zone 7B, and the weather is phenomenal this week.
7B beautiful.
There you go, Tyler.
Wow, Tyler.
Starting off strong.
Yeah.
I
Like
even noticed,
always.
Yeah. I noticed some magnolias blooming this morning.
I did see some magnolias. I mean, daffodils are still going crazy. Like, crazy.
Oh, the daffodils are about as beautiful as can be right now. I saw some this morning with yellow and then white in the middle and then that orange.
Did you wreck your truck when you saw them?
Yeah, I did.
Because you were so blown away?
Yeah, it's totaled. I'm not even here.
Totaled my truck this morning, but still made it into talk podcast stuff.
Austin, is that you? Your voice is really strong coming into my head right now.
It's me. That was just a big joke. I did not total my truck looking at daffodils.
You would, though.
I'm glad I take everything literally.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, me. But yeah, I'm getting very excited. There's a buzz around this nursery. We're here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center, and there are people out there. And you know what else just happened?
What?
I put on shorts.
He did. You put on shorts. Well, you wear the
Finally.
zip-off pants, like the cargo.
Don't wear the zip-off cargo pants.
Oh, he would never.
Never.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
The way you looked at me, like, Caroline,
I've been waiting for Austin to get
I
with
think
the
those are
program.
great pants. Tyler wears them.
Yeah.
Zip-offs?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I haven't worn zip-offs
You
in like
don't?
4 years.
Oh,
no.
I thought you did.
No, I wore them all out.
Well, you need to get yourself a new pair.
It feels like I'm wearing like hula hoops on both of my legs individually.
I've never worn a pair before, so this is
Really?
good to know. Yeah.
The zipper ring can be a little strong, you know? And
Yeah.
then you kind of verge into like, am I a raver or am I just a really efficient hiker person?
Yeah.
You
I
know
can
what
see
drive
that.
this guy
Maybe
next to
both.
me, Austin, crazy. But anyways, back to plants and weather. Off fashion for a minute.
Yeah. Well, it's time. It's happening. All of our plants are coming in.
No.
We've had trucks like crazy.
Seeing the quince starting to bloom, seeing the forsythia poking, peeking, maybe, definitely our arch rival nemesis, Bradford pear,
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
And all the
Bradford H. Paragon.
yeah. And all the just wild pears that are in the woods. You can just see how
They're
invasive
everywhere.
these plants are by looking in the woods and seeing them all lit up with white blooms and nothing else is blooming.
We did talk about that a lot on the broadcast.
Well,
So you'll
good.
hear
Yeah.
all about it.
Yeah.
So we'll save you some there.
Oh, a beautiful cherry this morning. One of the pink blooming cherries.
Is it the one on Clarksville Pike?
That one is definitely blooming. Yes, saw that last night. But then this morning, on my way into work, I saw another one just out in the front yard. Little bitty old tree, but just beautiful, lit up. Y'all, it's happening.
Mine's not blooming yet.
Yeah. It'll come. The bugs have popped.
Oh, last night when I was driving home, I heard, crickets and frogs driving past those ponds.
Oh, you said the pond word.
Oh,
Oh.
I got to give you an update because I'm excited.
Yeah.
We are building the retaining wall this week,
Hey.
and by Friday it should be done,
Good.
which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, you showed me a picture yesterday of yours graded all out and looking nice and flat. The pavers that went in, making your
Yes.
curves. I
Yes.
dig it. You're going to have a beautiful pond before you know it.
I'm so
many frogs.
Oh yeah, the frogs are coming. Like there's worries of like, oh, are they going to find the water? It's only like 5 to 10 feet away from where it was.
They're going to find the water.
They'll
They're
find it.
smart little creatures.
Oh yeah, they're going to be great. And we can't wait to welcome them. And I also have to say, y'all, I made some extra decisions about what we're going to put around the pond.
Uh-oh.
Did you now?
Let's hear
That's
it.
right. I picked up 2 Blue Star juniper,
Well,
little chunks.
little chunks.
Yeah, and so one of them is going to go on the fence side of the pond, and it's going to help block this little box that I'm about to build with the power outlet for the pump. So I want it to kind of like grow in and fill in a little bit.
Okay.
I'm also thinking now for a little ground cover action, some of that all gold juniper.
Hey, we've talked about that a lot on this show.
I love mine.
Caroline and I both grow that one. It's fantastic. Tyler, you should get on board.
Mine is looking so good right now.
Thinking about setting that off a little bit from the bluish.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to go all blue.
Yeah.
So,
I like the gold with the blue. It's a good look.
It is.
I like a little blue star juniper, I guess. It's okay. It's like a little blue rock.
I guess I like it.
It's got a great look.
It's cute.
It's steely
My
blue.
only thing is I feel like they get kind of sparse in the middle. Do they? As they like age, as they mature.
Certainly seen this, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're picture perfect. Like I drive past the house going home every day that's got them planted out front, and they are blue and tight and perfect, just close to the ground, doing exactly what they wanted them to do. And then sometimes, I know this because my brother had it, and exactly what you're talking about, Caroline, as it aged, in the middle, it just started to just go away. So it almost looked like it was like splayed open in the middle, and it was hideous.
Yeah, I can see the ends being a little front loaded because they are like these little like plumes of needle foliage.
Yeah.
So
They look like little mountains in the background in Montana.
They
like
do.
Pam's photo.
Okay.
They look like
There you
they
go,
look a
Pam.
little
Shout out.
craggy.
They absolutely do. Especially in the winter when they're kind of purple at the tip and then they fade to blue.
Burple.
Purple as, shout out to Ben Trest, as he would call that.
Yes.
Purple.
Yeah. Well, we still have a long way to go for the plants. We're going to get a few more and a few bigger screening evergreens.
Yeah.
So,
Wonderful.
I just thought I'd give an update after our spirited discussion last week
That was a good one.
and
was.
opinionated.
Yeah.
It
always.
was. It was great. It kept going on the show, too.
Good. Now, Tyler, you're well on your way.
Sure am.
Sure are.
Yep.
Y'all, I have gone hellebore crazy this year.
Oh, yeah?
You know why?
Why?
Well, this isn't actually why. I've already gotten two. Well, every year we get the hellebore in or it's starting to bloom and I say, I'm actually going to buy a few this year. I have one hellebore that I planted in like 2017, but I want more. But it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And every year I wait, it goes up. So this year I bit the bullet. I bought two and then you know what we got in? Black hellebore yesterday. And I have to get that one.
New York night.
We put a really fun story up where we played a Simon and Garfunkel song.
Huh. I missed
Sound
that.
Sound of Silence.
Oh,
Yeah,
makes sense.
it does.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm happy with you.
So I'm excited about that. I'm buying that today. I'm going to plant it while I'm off work, recovering from my wisdom teeth removal.
Oh, yes, that happens tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yes, it does.
Good
Thank
luck
you
with
for
that.
Caroline
be fun.
really values the black one, but they are also some cool, like blush reddish looking and crimsony looking blooms that we got in as well.
Yeah.
There's a
It's,
lot of different colors.
Yeah, it's a lot of darker personality in that realm.
They're doing a lot of good work with hellebore. I guess
They are.
hybridizing it because they're really making them nice.
And
Blooms
they-
standing up a little bit more.
That's what you like, not the downturn blooms.
Yeah. This year specifically, too. I mean, hellebores are in full show right now around town, and they are looking real good.
Yeah, they are. I love them. I mean, they're like hope when it's winter. It's still cold, but those hellebores start peeking up out of the ground. Their little buds are turned down, and then they start opening. And then they stay blooming for like a month.
Yeah. They are a very long bloomer.
Forever.
Yep.
Daffodils bloom and then they're gone, but hellebore still standing strong.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
going.
Caroline, there is one other one you did not talk about that we saw yesterday.
The confetti.
Confetti.
I'm
cake.
also getting that one. I did want to talk about it because it's sold out now.
Oh,
It's gone.
we'll keep an eye out, y'all.
Yeah. Celeste was like, those are already gone.
That was a pretty hellebore.
It's part of the wedding party series, which we featured one of those on the show about 2 weeks ago. The Maid of Honor was the one. I bought that one too.
You're gonna have the whole wedding collection.
I'm going to have the whole wedding party in my garden.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny. People like, waking up for spring or whatever, just like the blooms are. It's like we've received some plants that are in bloom, like say creeping phlox, candy tuft, dianthus is even in bloom. And like by far, those are the plants that are filling the carts leaving here. It's amazing what color does.
Yeah. As soon as they see something flowering, they're like, I need it.
Mm-hmm. Creeping phlox has been nice. Creeping phlox is not actually blooming around town quite yet, or not that I've noticed, but it will be soon.
So I planted one. I bought a few 4-inch creeping phlox last year, I believe, and sat on my driveway. All of them died but one because I never put them in the ground. My bad. And so the one remaining one, I stuck it in one of my mixed containers near my driveway just to have it over winter. And it grew a lot during the winter and kind of like took over. And it's so dense and pretty right now. And it was like that all winter.
That's good.
So I'm going to have to plant more of that. I'm a big fan.
I do love me some creeping phlox. Old school, but still money.
Yeah.
Speaking of old school, y'all, I just got back from a trip.
That's right. Tell us all about that. Where were you?
We went to Gatlinburg, the Great Smoky Mountains. Y'all, if you've never been to Gatlinburg, plan a trip. Y'all, it is just so still old school money. Just like, money in a
You
good
make
way,
it sound like fancy old money.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. Just my normal, the way I talk about money. But that place will make you spend money. Yeah. That's certainly true. I have no money left after Gatlinburg.
You're poor. No money for spring plants for you.
Nope. Broke at the moment. But Gatlinburg still has the charm that it had when I was a kid. Not to mention, you're in the mountains. You're up there.
Yeah.
You just, God, it just feels so good. And the plant material that was up there is very much similar to here, but also very much different as well. I mean, their conifer game is definitely better than ours. I need to get y'all a picture. It is a massive weeping Norway spruce that was just fantastic.
Yeah.
The Japanese maples that were around, they were still dormant, so they didn't have leaves on them, but their branching structure, I mean, just old and beautiful, beautiful. Everything else, their tulips were up. There was things in bloom out there. So it was a beautiful weekend. The girls had a great time. They don't know how to be in a city at all. They really don't. I mean, we're walking on the strip in Gatlinburg and there's a million cars passing and they're just like dancing around on the sidewalk.
They were having the best time.
Get away from the road.
Get on the sidewalk right now, ladies.
If I said it once, I said it 100 times. Oh, man.
Well, at least they're learning young. You got to take them to Gatlinburg more often. Go to the strip.
Yeah, I know. They loved it. They got their airbrush T-shirts. They're so cool.
You got to. I've done it twice in Gatlinburg.
You got to, I guess. Yeah, those were wildly overpriced. But that's okay.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it. That's one thing that is worth it. They will have those shirts probably forever. So it was great. It was fantastic. Baby Penny, she got out of the pool and she almost just took her bathing suit totally off because that's just what she does at our house, out in the woods when no one can see you. Just strip down, go inside. She almost did that. And the hotel, we were like, Penny, no.
Penny, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great trip. And yeah, looking at the plant life was amazing. None of the trees were really leafing out all that much, but just seeing that really dense forest just on top of mountains.
It's so nice. If you haven't been, like Austin said, if you haven't been to the Smoky Mountains, to Gatlinburg or anywhere, I always go to Townsend. It's great. Like hiking trails everywhere, nature everywhere, waterfalls, creeks, you name it. It's so clean and it's very different than here in Nashville. And it's not that far away.
No, it's really not. I was surprised by how kind of quick we got there, but yeah, it's certainly a vacation spot. Now, y'all, it can get super busy. Like it is packed at certain times of the year. We had a pretty good weekend. It was late February, so we, didn't see a crazy amount of people, but it was still even busy. Yeah. Even still. So
I feel like it probably stays pretty busy, but go to Townsend, stay there. There's a cute little resort inn and a bunch of little motels right at the entrance to Cades Cove. And then it's a short drive to the strip. So then you can go experience the strip if you're not big into staying amongst a bunch of people.
Yep.
But sometimes I stay close to the strip at a place called the Sidney James. That motel is great.
Yeah.
Well, it's a hotel. They got some great pools.
Nice. But yeah, it was a very lovely trip. So I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad you're back. We did miss you on the show.
Yes, I was not on the show this past week, but Adam filled in for me, so that was nice of him.
Neither was your voice, too.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He tried to leave a memo, y'all. I don't know if you have listened to the broadcast or you'll probably hear it. I don't know. Did you leave it in there?
Oh, it's in.
Yeah.
I didn't try to leave a memo. I did leave a voice memo for y'all.
Oh,
You're welcome.
I might have taken it out.
Great.
I'll put it back in because we're recording before I actually publish the podcast, so I will put it back in if I took it out.
Yeah. I bought myself some fun socks.
Yeah.
And I told y'all about that, and no one even got to hear it.
Can we not play it now?
I don't.
Try it again.
Try it again? Okay.
Gosh. This might take us a minute.
That's fine.
Well, I'll have you send me those pictures so I can put them up so everyone can see all the plant life.
Okay.
And that picture of you in the big chair, because that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I was in a massive chair. That was great. On top of the world.
I mean, speaking of like mountains and woods, I've been taking, woods walks in my woods because it's great. And all the little spring things that are popping up. I found some elderberry. You hate it, but I thought that was fun.
Gross.
Another thing called toothwort, I believe, that I found pushing up.
Fun.
A lot of cute little plants that you see when everything's dormant and they're just trying to peek up before, everything starts growing and you can't find those low growing understory plants.
Yep. Agreed. The tulips I've got planted, they are certainly still pushing. They're probably, I'd say, 5-6 inches now, maybe above the earth.
Any buds starting to
Nope, no buds yet.
Okay.
They're just leafing. But they look good. They look very nice.
Did you get a picture?
No, but I will.
My gosh, you have us all on our seats.
Look.
I'm sure the listeners, while they're driving or gardening, whatever they're doing while they're listening, are just
You want to try?
just ready for it.
They'll
And
see
we're
it
ready for that voice memo.
soon enough. Okay, here we go. Is this going to work?
Gardening Inside Out family, Austin here, checking in. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm sorry I'm not on the show this week. Thank you, Adam, for filling in. Y'all, I am in beautiful Gatlinburg. Back to the roots, the mountains, the trees. It's fantastic out here. Our drive down was nice. Weather down here is fantastic. And the plant life is just amazing. I can't wait. Marley literally told me that I can't take any more pictures of plants while I'm down here. I stopped about every 2 seconds to do that. But you know what? That's okay. There will be more pics. I'm going to get you all more pics to show next week and talk about all the plant life that I've noticed down here. It's just phenomenal. The Smokies, all of it. We are right here on the strip in Gatlinburg. The girls are out. It's like 8 o'clock at night right now. The girls are down at the pool swimming. They got some T-shirts painted. I had to go pick those up. So I've been walking the strip. Been down there in it. The Gatlinburg nightlife. It was cool. I walked into a sock shop. I bought me some socks. I'm a sucker for socks. Y'all know that. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I miss y'all. Sorry I'm not on the show, but I'll have a lot to talk about next week. And y'all, have a great show. See you soon.
There it was.
There it is. Are you wearing the new socks right now?
Negative.
Do they say Gatlinburg on them?
No.
What kind of socks are they?
I'm not telling you. It's going to be a big reveal.
Are they just white socks?
Negative.
Just plain white socks.
I'm not a plain white sock kind of guy.
I've seen you in plain white socks.
Yeah, but I'm usually wearing pants if I'm wearing
If you're
plain
wearing the white socks. Gotcha.
Yeah. I look way too dad-like with the plain white socks.
Pulled all the way up to just below your knee.
To just below the knee.
Yeah.
Even touching the kneecap a little. But no, I got some cool socks. They're retro, man. And
What?
you ain't going to see them until it's time.
It-
I'll wear them tomorrow. No, you're not going to be
I'm
here.
not going to be here tomorrow.
You're going to be unconscious.
I will be. I'll be dead to the world. I'll be so upset with you if you wear them tomorrow.
I won't.
You are bringing photos, though, right?
Of the...
You said you were taking pictures.
I did take pictures. I've got the pictures on my phone right here in my pocket.
I'm going to have him send them to me, and I'm going to put them on the socials.
All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we will get some pictures up. So there you have it.
There it is.
I have it now.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, I got to prune.
Yeah, you do.
I've got to prune my landscape. I have not done that yet.
I haven't really pruned anything.
I'm going to give y'all a big before and after kind of pick whenever I get out there and do that. Got to do it. Okay? Yeah. Oh, speaking of a before and after pick, I sent you a picture last night,
Sure
Caroline.
did. Your rabbit's foot fern.
The rabbit foot fern. It got pretty dry, as y'all know. Okay. Now, I watered it and soaked it, like crazy, foliage, soil, all of it. And last night I was looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I'm just kind of ready for a reflush. I cut off every single bit of green.
All gone.
Whoa.
Totally gone, Tyler. I'll show you. And I'm not even joking, y'all. So it's in a tiny little hanging basket. And as y'all know, the rabbit foot fern, it spills, its roots will spill over the top of the pot and
feet.
Its feet. Yeah. And it'll just cling on to the pot. Well, whenever you don't have foliage, you can see that. And it literally looks like rabbit's fur, like it does. And
it looks kind of like a tarantula.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Whenever they're all gnarly like that and you take away the foliage, my wife literally came in the kitchen last night, turned the corner, and she jumped scared.
Oh, no.
She was like, oh, my God. And she thought thought it was a creature because she didn't know I cut it back. I cut it back because she was doing something else. And she came in and literally got scared.
Looked like a tarantula.
It looks like a tarantula. I'm going to give y'all a picture of that too because it looks so cool.
It's one of my favorite ferns. And people, when they come into the nursery, it's like half and half. Half people are like, oh my gosh, it's so cool because you see these little runners. It's what the leaves grow off of that grow below the soil. They kind of come off, like Austin said, and grow around the pot. Or the other people absolutely hate it. They're like, get that away from me. I don't want to see that. That looks like spider legs and I don't like it. Should be called a spider fern.
It kind of should, yeah.
Yeah.
The tarantula.
The tarantula fern.
Yeah, that one. But anyway, it looks really funky right now. And obviously there's no leaves on it, but I'm hoping for a regrowth.
Now, are you going to fertilize it or just water it and see what happens?
Yeah, just water it.
Just water it.
Happens,
yeah. Do you fertilize your houseplants?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I get that blue water out every once in a while and just splash them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to fertilize mine. Probably in my time off, I will go ahead and just fertilize my houseplants because it's about that time.
Yeah. Yeah, they're about to actively start growing. Oh, I took a Madagascar palm out last night. I just put it outside.
Yeah.
Why not? It's warm enough.
I put a lot of plants outside when I was cleaning on Monday. I was like, it's time for you to go outside. Granted, I'm going to have to bring them back. A lot of folks are asking if they can bring their houseplants out yet. No, I mean, you can if you want them to sit outside for a minute, but there's no way we're not going to get another freeze that's going to damage them.
Yeah. You just need to, if you do bring them out, just totally watch the weather and just make sure we don't have those chilling nights. But for the moment, my stuff's going to be out. I'll just have to move it in if I need to.
Yep.
It's
nice
time to
get
go.
them out there.
Yep.
I guess maybe it's time to get in.
I think so.
Dive on in.
Yep.
So like we talked about, Austin was missing, but we had Adam Chapman filling in for Austin this week. Always great to have him on the show. So let's go ahead and get into it. Those people were here, as well as Josh Carey and David Bates.
Happy spring.
And there's nobody better to deal with those things than Caroline Gant. And today, sitting in for Austin Lowen, the general manager himself, Adam Chapman. Good morning, guys.
Got to come in for
morning.
the sales manager. You got to fill in for him.
Yep.
Yep. Well, it's first Saturday on the job.
Yeah.
He had to take a little vacay to the mountains,
Adam's Zone.
So,
There we go.
anyway,
I forgot about that.
Me too.
This is the time of the year when we got to get those things out of the way because it's game time here in the nursery business. And as we roll into the time right now, along with the rolling in of all the trucks of trees and shrubs and all those things, because that's what people want this time of year. Particularly, I don't think it's even speculation, there will be a large amount of interest in trees. Am I
Sure
right?
will.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, lots of people lost trees recently, or partial losses, you could say.
Yes.
Which is almost just a whole
It's
lot.
probably
Yeah.
they've probably got 3 of them and one in the middle broke in half.
Yeah. Well, good thing that we got a whole truckload of trees this week, and that was just the first one. So
What's the magnolia that's down there on the end? They're absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, so
folks.
that came in yesterday. That was on Transplant Nursery.
Okay.
It was mostly shrubs, but we had those magnolias on there, and they're 45-gallon. I believe Dee Blanchard and Bracken's Brown Beauty. And the Dee Blanchards are probably 12 to 14 foot tall. They're we've had those sizes before, but it's been a while.
But they're nice and full.
And we do anticipate there being a lot of demand for larger sizes of trees and shrubs, simply because when you're replacing back in something that got severely damaged, patients may not be working with you. You may just decide, I want to deal with it. So we have really worked Adam and through Julie Patterson, who is our green goddess of all things growing. She is the one who orders everything and does such a capable job. So we've really worked at trying to get all of those things in and get them in a variety of sizes that fits not only what your expectations for starting out, but also budgetary things. Well, we have smaller ones as well.
All sizes.
Sure.
I'm buying a little, now the name of it is slipping. It might be a Royal Star magnolia that we got in from Maple Valley.
Cool.
Where are they?
And you're
Really
gonna
neat
put that with
stuff.
the rest of the stuff you haven't planted yet.
I might go ahead and plant it.
Sure.
Probably not, but maybe. I already have a little pile that I'm buying today.
It's a solid maybe.
Spring fever's here.
Oh, that's for sure.
It is here.
Yeah.
And houseplants has been kind of chaotic in a good way.
Yes.
A lot of people replacing all those
Oh, yeah.
houseplants.
Yeah,
Crazy the damage
people,
just started to
when
show.
you lose power
For 10
for
days.
several days, and you got to choose between heating certain rooms. The humans, they take
And the cats.
And the cats and the
And
dogs.
maybe the
All
cats.
the reptiles. Yeah, everything.
maybe the cats.
Maybe.
They're the cat. They got fur. They got fur coats on. They'll be all right.
They're so cute, though.
But hey,
Josh looks concerned over there.
my cat sleeps on the heat vent. I mean, she all
Just
day
right on top of it.
Right on top of it. So everybody else gets cold, but she's nice and toasty.
Does
She's
she
what
do
matters.
that also during the summer months when you're cooling?
I think she just discovered that warm air was blowing on her. So we'll figure out the cool air here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Soon enough.
Yeah. So, but anyhow,
But yeah, cats are cool.
they are.
So are questions. We have a few. Let's start with an email that we got from Andrea. Andrea says, "Good morning. Is there a wise way to use lily of the valley, or is it just too invasive? Is it safe in a pot? Thanks for saving me a ton of work. I have it planted. I know it can be invasive, but I've never had issues with it really taking over.
I don't know that it's really that invasive in our soils here in Middle Tennessee. Loamier, easier, soil, sandier soils, maybe it would be kind of invasive. Over. But
I find that I've planted it in my house now 3 times, and every spot it stays for a few years, and it does spread a little bit, but then it just won't come back.
Yeah,
one year.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah. I've never planted it, but I've just heard that it's kind of, when it does get into a spot, it can kind of take it over. Usually like some kind of like the swells, like the end of a valley or something where all the silt settles or whatever, it'll fill that up. But if most soils that we have around here are not like that. They're, more clay, denser soils. So
it'd be a good potted plant.
Other plants that are similar in invasiveness, like Imperator, the bloodgrass, were banned a few years ago. But that's really because they were very invasive in
like West Tennessee.
Yes, where you have a very silty, sandy soil. And when you have those kind of conditions, it can take over. So I don't look for any change on that ban to occur as a result of it really being a
true invasive.
It's a Shelby County issue and everyone along the Mississippi, but that's one that happened, I guess, more than a decade ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Well, it's very rare to find, but there is a native lily of the valley that looks very similar. It doesn't, its blooms are a little different. They don't hang down like the ones that you see that the leaves look kind of like this cast iron plant. We have never carried them here, but if you can find it, there is a native one. And hopefully it smells just as amazing. I don't know.
Don't know. Have never encountered it.
It looks like a little fairy plant. It's so cute.
Cool.
Really cool. Really cool stuff. All right, our next question, or should I say more of a comment, comes from Joyce. Good morning, Joyce. I got to see you yesterday, and you said, I don't know if I'm going to send this email. And I said, you probably should. So Joyce says, plant opinions. We all have them. I had to laugh when I listened to this week's podcast with Tyler's potential plant list for his frog pond redo. If you haven't listened to it, give it a listen. I'm with Tyler on the leatherleaf viburnum. It may not look like much right now, but it has great texture, semi-evergreen winter interest with purplish color and a good size for a smaller screen. Hardly hideous, Austin.
Well, he can't defend himself.
He can't. That's why she sent it. Not every plant needs to be a flower power or a riot of color. I love that, riot of color. Can you imagine if every person were an Austin? OMG, we need some Tylers, Carolines, and Davids, and Adams, and Josh's too. I'm glad we do have one Austin, though.
Oh, yes, of course, of course.
Well,
That's enough.
That is enough. That is enough.
Function without Austin, but if we had more than one, it would destroy the whole thing. So
it would destroy the whole thing. It would be pretty crazy. It would be wild.
I haven't had a chance to listen to the podcast. Let's go back to this frog pond stuff. What frog pond?
I can fill you in if you want.
Oh, okay.
But I tell you what, the pond got filled in first.
Oh, good answer.
There you go.
It's like a boat
so
and a swimming pool.
Just to really quickly recap, I've had a pre-installed like big pond planted feature. I have a big prickly pear cactus planted next to it. There were a bunch of like rocks and boulders and stuff all around it. Big rocks, bigger than I expected. And so, we've been wanting to redo that area. So I rented a jackhammer and busted it all up. It took me like 4 hours of jackhammering. And so we kind of have a blank slate now. We still have to haul off a few more rocks, but we're going to put a pond back in. We're just going to make it more simple. And also with some bigger plants that can kind of fill in, add privacy, and also shade the pond, which the pond was getting way too much sunlight, creating algae problems. So we're just trying to correct
Plus the cranes can find it, come in there and eat your fish if you put it in there.
It's strictly a frog pond, no fish.
Frog pond. Okay.
They can have all the frogs they want, right?
It's habitat for Cope's gray tree frogs, which they're a really adorable frog species. And
yeah, we used to grow them on top of the cover of the pool.
Yeah, they would naturally settle there,
and they would sing at night.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yell at you.
Yeah.
What color are the rocks you're taking out? Because I might have a home for those.
We have some bigger, like limestone
Oh.
rocks.
Oh.
We did have some sandstone, but I think we got rid of most of that. But it's mostly limestone and quartz.
But Tyler did give us some options that he was looking at
That's
for
right.
plants, and the leatherleaf viburnum was one of like
And
the
of
5 or
course,
6.
Austin didn't like it.
Immediately, Austin was like, "Hideous, Tyler! Why would you go with that?"
If you
So-
were in the room, you would see their face, their reactions to the things I was listing. Like I said, Hicks yew, leatherleaf viburnum, gray owl juniper, pugster white butterfly bush, windmill palm, and red banana, which add like a tropical element, and fig. So, we're still like ranging across the board, but yeah, just the leatherleaf viburnum. I was so surprised because he talks about viburnum all the time.
But he doesn't
He
like
has
that one.
Strong opinion.
Yeah,
He's
I know
a very
he does.
opinionated
Austin?
person.
But
No.
It's
you
a
just
good
never
thing.
know when you're gonna like get his wrath about something.
Uh-huh.
It's true.
Because you
It's
just
always a
mention
little
it,
shocking.
and then he's just like, "Yuck, ew."
That's true.
But go back and give this week's episode a
gotta
listen
hear
if you want to hear all about it. But Debbie did comment on Facebook and say, "I agree with Austin on the leatherleaf viburnum. Not a fan." And then she did a thumbs down emoji.
Oh.
I guess
Wow.
Debbie's fancy then.
Debbie's
Like
probably
fancy like
very
Austin.
fancy.
Now, one thing I will say, on the negative side of leatherleaf viburnums, they are, if you have to handle them,
Oh, they got
Miranda,
dust.
they
That
will-
was his thing, was the dust.
Yeah.
They are the most itchy things
Yes.
in the world. I mean, so I don't like that aspect of them. If you've got to get in there and trim them, if you've got sensitive skin, and who doesn't,
Right.
I would suggest strongly that you consider
Long
some-
sleeves. Yeah.
Yeah. Some other type of viburnum that's not so much that way, but leatherleaf is the worst with respect to
Yes.
that.
I was looking for evergreen potential or semi-evergreen potential.
Well, what I would
so
do,
Prague was another
what
one
I
of
would do,
my
Tyler,
preferred
is
choices.
I like Prague viburnum better than leatherleaf. It's
That's what I
essentially a leatherleaf, but the leaf is smaller. It's a little, to me, it looks a little bit better. It's not quite, because the leatherleaf is that leaf is very coarse and very big, and I mean it can be.
Yeah, I wanted
know.
it as a textural element.
Yeah.
I was
If
like,
you've
don't
got a
care
lot
about
of
the
room,
blooms.
That's all good. If you don't have to try to keep it in bounds or anything, and because it gets
Oh, they
quite
get big. They get very big.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm still running around options. Obviously, I've got a very broad range of things right now. I'm gonna narrow it down, and I want some smaller shrubs around too. To contrast against that bigger privacy backdrop. So your opinions are greatly valued in all this.
We'll be on this journey with you. Keep us updated.
Yes.
That's
we will.
right. We're taking you all with you.
Yeah. Buckle in, everybody.
I
Buckle
would
in
even
tight.
think winter tour viburnum, which is a very different look. It has a very slick leaf to it. They are very adept at marginally wet conditions, so that might be one to consider. Great fall color as well.
Thank you, David. I will look into that one.
Yes,
good.
check it out. Let's get one more question in real quick. What's the best conditions for sowing garden vegetables from seed?
Well, I would say we're kind of having them right now. Now it may still be,
A little early.
yeah. But I mean, if you're doing cool season stuff, you probably should have already sown it. But you can still put them out right now. I mean, you'll still get some lettuce and some,
Radishes.
Yep. Whatever you want to do as far as cool season. Now, warm season, it's still early.
Still a little bit.
And the
early.
thing is, the soil temperature is probably not quite up enough for unless you've got a raised bed. Then maybe now it might be getting warm enough. But still,
But after this week, it may be
Yeah.
completely
yeah.
I got to get rid of the hen bit in mine because I've got a great crop of hen
Oh,
bit.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
In my raised beds, I've got to get in there and clean them out and
Yep.
put some more supernatural in there, and so.
It's never a bad time of year to add Earth Mix to your garden. Earth Mix garden products are sustainably sourced, living soils and amendments crafted to give you the best success for your gardening efforts. Establishing a raised bed? Use Garden Premium Topsoil Blend for an excellent performing growing medium for flowers and vegetables. Amend your gardens with their supernatural compost, with all the nutrients needed to recharge existing soils. For houseplants, their Proganics Indoor Grow Mix is a fantastic potting medium that will feed for up to 6 months without the need for additional fertilizer. Earth Mix is sold only at independent garden centers, so head over to earthmix.net/find Earthmix to locate one near you. Success begins at the ground level when you use Earthmix garden products. Well, first of all,
it's Tyler all on his something. Head.
We need to play.
Tyler.
Sorry.
What's up, gardening fan? Austin.
Wow, that's different.
Hope doing well.
Well, that didn't work as I thought.
It's the Heart Report. It's all in his
We got
head.
a little voice memo, but
what's up, gardening?
I don't know what's going on.
We could listen to it slow. That's
it's
fun.
got intermittent chops. There's no way. There's no way Austin would be furious. Okay, what's in bloom with Adam?
Okay,
hit the Adam Zone button.
In the zone, Adam Zone.
There we go.
We're having a great time today.
Now we're in the zone. Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's see. It's February 28th.
Yes, it is.
It's very warm for this time of year, kind of. I mean, in Tennessee, you just, never know, really. So I would imagine that there's, at least in town, I'm sure there are some tulip magnolias that are already blooming. I'm sure you will start to see, if you haven't seen some already, some Akibono cherries. They're usually the ones that bloom first. I would imagine, I've already seen, probably already bloomed out, is the winter jasmine. It's already come and gone. You're going to see the witch hazel, or at least the ones here are in full bloom.
Yeah, mine's popping off.
So, you'll see those blooming right now. I would imagine that any day this week you'll start to see forsythia blooming, and maybe by the end of the week they might be in full bloom. I don't know. You're just gonna this week is really gonna. By the end of the week, if it's gonna be as warm as they say it's gonna be, you're gonna see a lot of those things blooming. And we'll see how well the tulip magnolias fare. Maybe they'll bloom for a few days, and we'll get a
rain Tuesday. So
we'll see. But that's pretty
flowering quince.
There's going to be quince. Actually, we'll talk about quince a little bit later. Caroline will.
Sure will.
And so quince will start blooming. They usually bloom about the same time forsythia blooms, so you'll start to see those coming out. And really, you're just going to see a lot of buds, like really starting to form, and
my lilac is
very
budded up.
Yeah, those
getting
are
ready to pop.
Yeah, so it's
I can't
all
wait.
those indications are both a sense of jubilation as well as caution, because many of us, Adam and I included, are forced to look at the calendar and go, this is still February, and it's all happening pretty quickly here. And we have weather well into April. I've even seen it into May where it's
frost.
Gosh, yes,
frost.
So don't think that we're not going to have to deal. One of the things people should be mindful of is if you've got things that you feel like you're going to need to cover, you need to have enough sheets and things to cover them with. Even though there's no sign of any of that right now, the signs will return, and it's a lot easier if you're already prepared to get those in advance.
Another thing that I have that it's not quite in full bloom, but it will be in the next few days. My pulmonaria is looking great. Y'all, that is such a good shade-loving plant. If you haven't grown that, I know some people have some issues with it, but I planted mine in the summer. It latched in, and it is going strong.
Nice.
Like
awesome.
Clean, beautiful. And those blooms, like the pink and the purple blooms. Austin talks about his mother-in-law's a lot. So I was like, I got to try it.
He probably talks about his mother-in-law a lot anyway.
He probably does.
Yes,
Very nice lady. But it is a really, really great plant. And mine is showing off right now in my little shade bed.
There's also a sense of dread
Oh.
because this next week is going to be bringing the dreaded BPs. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
The Bradford
One
Bears.
thing we can say with relative certainty that there are fewer of them standing.
Yeah, well, what I was
That's a
going to
good thing.
say is, this ice storm that we just had, I think most of the Bradford pears are gone. Otherwise, that would have been way worse. I mean, there's still some around,
There's a bunch of them.
but they're not near as
They're in the hills.
they're not near as ubiquitous as they used to be. I will say.
No, they're no longer the national tree of Brentwood, as David used to say.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, though, the ones that will survive are these hybrid
White.
spawns that
Yes.
are all over Williamson County and other areas
Mm-hmm.
where this commingling of the genetic pool between Bradford and I guess it would be
Naturalized
yeah,
varieties.
they've become naturalized
Yep.
pyrus in the
Yep.
landscape, and they produce seed in and of themselves. So that's a bad thing. It would be a really worthwhile endeavor for someone to take it upon themselves to
Start a
clearing
society.
patches. Yeah, well, some areas are so bad it would require clearing the
Clear
whole
cut.
hill or much
Seriously.
of.
Yeah. I mean, it's awful
So,
in some of the lowlands that I travel all around. I mean, they've got whole entire fields
Yep.
that are just taken over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we call the calorie pear, right? Is that
Right.
kind of what we?
I
yeah.
have some of those on the back of my property
Oh, yeah.
that we're going to chainsaw down
Yeah.
this year. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to some more questions. Are we
Don't
ready?
grind them out, Caroline. 'cause
Yes.
they'll sprout right back up.
They
if you
will.
Just
Pour
Yep.
acid upon the soil.
We're going to destroy them. Don't worry. They're not too big yet.
Make a curse.
we discovered
bring in
them.
a priest.
Uh-huh.
And,
bring in a
yeah.
priest, all that stuff.
No holy water, because that'll only help them. So no.
Yeah, we don't want that. All right, anybody have night blooming garden recommendations for nocturnal pollinators, moonflower, etc.? I do. One of my favorite is Brugmansia. So angel trumpet, that one is a fantastic. I would say for here, probably the best nighttime
Night blooming,
blooming for your pollinators. It's going to open at night. The blooms are like that big. It's gorgeous. We put a picture up on the show not too long ago of Austin's mom's right before we got our first freeze in the fall. He got one for her, I think, for Mother's Day. They get massive. They're gorgeous. They are toxic, so be aware of that. Do not stick your face in it to smell the bloom because you might hallucinate in a not fun way. But that's a really good one. There's also night blooming jasmine. It's not perennial here. We do sell it as an annual a lot of the time, but that's one of the best smelling plants that is out there that you're going to smell.
incredible.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my sister in Florida, Fort Pierce, she has it around her yard, and it is amazing.
It's so good. Yeah, if you walk outside at night when they're blooming, you will be swept off your feet. Datura, which is similar to Brugmansia angel's trumpet, but the blooms are going to be upward turning. They face the heavens. So that's really pretty. And then all of your cacti. So night blooming cereus, a lot of the blue cactus, if you put them outside, they will open at night because they're pollinated by bats. So
You know, and a common reference to each of those is that, and this is easily confusable. Not that it matters; it's just a common
it does
name.
matter.
When you refer to angel's trumpet, it's the ones that point down
Hmm.
from the heavens, so to speak. And then there's the devil's trumpet that points up from Hades. So
That's right.
I don't think either of those are reflective of
Reality.
No, I
Yes.
don't think they
Yeah.
mean anything. It's
Say that
just
with emphasis one more time, David.
Hades.
There you go.
Oh, so know that datura will reseed and spread everywhere, though. And Brugmansia, especially the gold one, will perennialize here. But we don't have a long enough growing season for it to really, really bloom. So I usually just plant one each year. But those would be perfect. Night blooming gardens are the best.
Yep.
Especially if you like to go for garden walks
Yep.
at night.
Yep.
Okay, what prep, fertilizer, etc., is needed for blueberry bushes and fig trees in containers?
Okay. Well, blueberries are acid loving, very acid loving. So we recommend Hollytone. Espoma's really good organic fertilizer, has sulfur in it. And then figs are not, they're really more like neutral soils. So just use plant tone, just kind of they're
It's another spoma product.
Yeah, it's another spoma fertilizer that doesn't have the sulfur in it.
I'm surprised they don't have fig tone because they've got every other tone.
I guess
in the
you
planet.
could use tree tone.
Yeah.
You could, but that would be a misnomer around here because figs are not trees here; they're shrubs here. So, but either one, you just don't want to lower the pH really for figs. Really, right around neutral is good. So,
good,
wonderful. There it is. Sorry, I got distracted by a question, but let's get to another one. This one's a good one. How to get rid of encroaching bamboo?
Move.
Move. Get out of there.
Flamethrower.
If it's coming from next door, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Call the HOA.
Yeah.
Put Karen on it.
Yeah, it can be controlled in your lawn areas just by mowing because it can't go higher than what you're maintaining there. But what will happen eventually is it will keep sending the rhizomes further and further out, and then it will get into your beds. So,
as far as when planting, if this is an issue that you have personally, if someone was considering planting bamboo and they really wanted it, but they did not want it to encroach into other areas, it really requires a concrete planter in the ground. I'm talking about trenching it out with a trencher to a depth of at least 3 feet, because it can go under at the 30-inch level, and pour that trench full of concrete and bring it up at least 6 inches above grade so that you can stop the runners as they attempt to jump over. If you do that, you can pretty well maintain them.
Maybe.
But if you don't do that, they're going to go where they will.
Yep.
Go wild. Right, we've got a few live questions in. Amy asked David, did you say don't stump grind when removing Bradford pear? If I don't, can I plant a witch hazel close to the stumps?
Now, you should stump grind.
They will come back.
Absolutely.
It will come back.
They can, yes. But even at that, it'll deter them. And then, Adam, there are some pretty good herbicides that are contact that can be used for things such as poison ivy, and the name is escaping me right now.
Yeah, I don't remember the there's brush,
triclopyr.
Brush killer, triclopyr. That will, you can either brush it on the stump or spray it on there.
Sprayer and just spray it on the entire exposed
stump.
Root.
Yeah.
Now the bad side to that is that if you do that, you're not going to be able to plant anything around it for at least
that'll kill the soil also in that localized area.
It's a soil sterilant.
It's a soil sterilant, basically.
Tyler looks scared over there.
Yeah. Well, I'm freaking out.
I would take and drill holes into that stump area, and personally, I would probably use muriatic acid, just a small amount. Get
more
it started.
readily available.
Yeah,
And
it's
need
cheap.
to dilute it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cheap, and you can take just a conventional bore bit with a battery-powered drill and drill numerous holes.
Oh, now I got to use a Forstner bit, David. With a flat bottom, so you can get it in there, and it'll hold on real well. Yeah.
Anything is better than nothing.
Yes,
So,
paddle bit, chainsaw.
Yep. Yeah.
All the things. And then Bob says, good morning. 2 questions. I have numerous hostas in pots because of deer. Last year, they developed pinholes. I found some tiny caterpillars. I had some diatomaceous, words are hard, diatomaceous earth, and used that. I don't want that to happen again. Suggestions needs to be pet friendly.
Just do the same thing. I mean, I guess you could try some of that sluggo stuff, which might be diatomaceous earth. I'm not sure what's in
sluggo
that stuff.
Smells.
I don't know.
Yes.
It does.
DE doesn't really though.
Yeah. So just keep doing the same thing. I mean, I'm sure there's other harsher chemicals for sure that you could use, but
I've often wondered what the difference between the diatomaceous earth that we sell and what is referred to as food grade.
Right.
So that would suggest that none of it is toxic if you ingest it.
Well, I think
to a finer degree.
The mode of action for them is it cuts them up. Right. Yeah. Yeah, so
Slices their little
Yeah.
undersides.
Pupil stage, as it were.
right,
Yeah. Sounds kind of sad and painful, but you want your hostas looking good.
correct. Yep.
Producer note, food grade diatomaceous earth is a natural, non-toxic powder made from fossilized freshwater algae.
Uh,
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Wowza.
Good to know. Thank you.
And then
Clay,
there is a
basically.
second question to this. When will you be getting in your miniature hostess?
probably hosta.
Probably
Yeah.
hosta would be my guess.
Well, I would guess any day. I mean, here in the next couple of weeks, everything's going to be rolling in. So.
Remember to tip your miniature hostess.
Yes,
And-
don't forget that.
And if you're calling in, you want to talk to somebody or visiting, just talk to Bridget.
Yep.
She'll between she and Celeste,
Yep.
they got the thing going on down there. So if we don't have them the day you come out. It'll be any day now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it will. Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Bates Nursery and Garden Center. Spring is at our doorstep, and if your plans involve improving your landscape or starting a garden, then Bates Nursery is the essential place for what you need. They offer the largest selection of plants in the Southeast, from unique flowers and trees to tropicals, roses, houseplants, and native plants. Bates Nursery's 92 years of serving Nashville gives them unparalleled experience in stocking the plants that perform best for your home. Their friendly staff of horticulture experts are ready to assist you with your gardening needs. Located minutes from downtown Nashville in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee, just off Briley Parkway at exit 19. Shop inventory online before you visit at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932. So Joyce says, I have a tree guy coming later today. I was going to have him spread the chips from a hackberry and an elm in a wooded area to amend the soil. They are still pretty green. Is it a good idea or not?
Wooded area.
Yeah, I mean,
Good a spot as any as far
yeah,
as
Yeah.
I'm
I
concerned.
mean, I wouldn't put it in like a plant bed because as it decomposes, it's going to take oxygen from the top of the soil there, or nitrogen.
Right.
But yeah, put it in. Yeah, that's fine.
Just
Yeah.
a wooded area?
Yeah, just
It'll keep some of the undergrowth down, maybe
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
little
and,
bit.
and if
so-
you're putting it in a really established woodland area, and you're spreading it relatively
thin. Yeah, should be okay.
It's not going to have that much effect. However, what you don't want to do is pot it up, use it for mulch,
Nope.
and your shrub beds. You don't want to do that.
Nope.
Tyler made a great example a couple of weeks ago. He brought some in and he let it sit for like at least a year. And you would need to do that if you were going to use it as a compost material. And it requires being turned because, as Adam just mentioned, once it gets starved of air, its accessibility to nitrogen diminishes. And that process of nitrogen fixation is what steals the nutritional value from the soil if it's really green. So you've got to go through that process if you're going to use it around desirable plants and shrubs. If you just spread it thinly out in the woods, it's probably not even going to be noticed. It's just going to break down and not have very much effect at all.
Get out there, Joyce, and do it. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. She takes care of all the properties around her.
Hey, real quick, did we answer Amy about can she plant her witch hazel close to the Bradford pear stumps if she doesn't take them out? Sure, you can.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to have difficulty getting really close because of the root system that's still in the ground, but certainly as close as you can get a hole big enough to put the root ball in, yeah, you're fine. I mean,
And that is providing that you don't use
Do
something
not.
like
Yeah.
phycopyr. in
correct.
there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. you
Or
don't
the
wanna-
muriatic acid, or
Yep.
leaving the stump grindings on the ground.
Yeah.
So,
right.
All right. Top favorite native pollinator plants. This is a great question. There's so many out there. I would say milkweed. That's going to be number one for me.
Yeah.
Monarchs are going to fly to
Yeah.
it. They love it. Goldenrod.
Goldenrod's
That's a good one.
mhm.
Asters
Yep.
and Rudbeckia. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the
Austin's
native
not
one.
here to say no. The
Right.
Maxima is the really tall one. I mean, those bloom spikes
Yes.
are what, like
Yes.
7 foot?
Yes.
It's
that was
amazing.
really cool.
And the little finches will fly to it, and it looks like they're going for a little carnival ride. So those are some great sun-loving ones. Now, if you're wanting anything in the shade, lobelia, I have that growing by my creek side. It's a nice little woodland plant. We do sell that here. They like kind of moister areas. So if you've got a shaded area that stays moist, not wet, it would be really happy there. And then Indian pinks, that's a good one as well.
I actually just planted one of those last year.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm
really
excited
cool.
to see mine wake up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I planted mine when it was really hot, so
yeah,
it
that was
suffered.
one I was going to say was the Indian pinks because that's a really cool. Actually, the house that we used to live in, which was Rachel's dad's house, it was just in the woods behind the house. It was just growing there, just natively. Yeah,
That's
it was
so
really
pretty.
cool.
And then blue moon phlox.
There
That's
you
a good
go,
one.
yeah.
A good little
Yeah.
shady ground cover that
Yep.
smells. It's like the sweetest little smell.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
Yep,
And
that's a
mine
good
is
one, too.
mine is up. Not blooming, but it's
Coming up.
already coming
Yeah.
up and kind of spreading out a little bit. But come out, talk to Bridget. I mean, she knows all about natives. And like David has already mentioned, we're about to be full. We have a lot in right now, but y'all, those trucks are going to be rolling in and it's going to be filling up fast.
I can hear them. I can hear them.
You can hear 'em right now.
in my ears.
You probably
the
dream
rolling
about 'em.
thunder.
Yep.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like, Adam to
They're coming.
everyone, we got a truck rolling into the lot. Anyone
Well,
available?
or-
All hands on deck.
The question that Adam and I normally think about is how many will be sitting outside the gate this morning?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's
We're rapidly approaching that time of year where
Yes.
there can be 3 or sometimes 4.
You have a pool?
And
Like,
we
It's-
don't bet on it. No,
You don't bet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's for entertainment only then.
Correct.
Okay.
They would
Correct.
get out of hand.
that and rolling dice with Pedro.
Yeah. Yeah. In the office. Yeah.
I think he's got loaded dice because he wins that way too much.
He's just so lucky. Shout out to Pedro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we've done a Pedro
No,
shout out.
well, he's been here 25 years now.
Yeah.
This year, actually, 25 years ago is when he started.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to throw him a little party. Pedro
Sure.
party.
Pedro party.
Pedro party. Pizza
He
party.
would be all
Fiesta del
about that.
Pedro.
Pizza Pedro party. Let's do it. And let's get to another question. How much sun does oak leaf hydrangeas want here? Does Ruby Slipper handle full sun?
Handle, yes, but I wouldn't do it. I would say dappled shade, maybe morning sun, full sun. They can grow in full sun, but in the summertime you'll start to see some scorching.
Yeah.
So it's not what we would recommend, but it's your yard.
They
so.
can do it. I have some planted. They get direct sunlight probably until like 1 or 2, and yeah, starting in July they start to burn a little bit.
Yep.
So, but they still look
Sure,
great. I mean,
Yeah.
Even the full sun lover hydrangea, other cultivars, like
The
Annabelle,
panicles.
they'll do great in the sun, but even they start to show the wear and tear of sunshine after they have gone through the summer. Oak leaf hydrangeas are kind of bulletproof, but they're also get pretty big. So
Yeah.
they're not so different in many
Well,
ways.
the Ruby Slippers is actually a pretty small one. Actually, I think it's like about 5 by 5, which is
and
pretty
the
small.
leaves are so tiny.
Yeah, and
I had
they
never
grow
noticed
close
that till
together.
recently.
Yeah. If I was going to grow one, it would be that one, just because I don't have room for like a snow queen or something that gets like 10 by 10.
Yeah. They can get big. I have
Yeah.
a snow sickle. I talk about it every
Okay,
year.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Its bloom is unlike any other oak leaf hydrangea bloom.
Yeah,
It
it's pretty unique. Yeah.
drapes down.
Yeah.
And
spills over.
of the Annabelles that I just mentioned, I've got like 10 of them planted in a triangle planting area, and we cut them back essentially to the ground
Mhm.
every year.
Wow.
I mean, you want to cut them short because they're really bad to flop otherwise.
Yep.
And there are some newer cultivars that are less susceptible to that, but Annabelle I still like. It's a very tried and true, but don't just cut it like halfway back. Cut it back, to 6 inches. If you
Mhm.
if you can get whoever's cutting them back to do that, it looks like you're butchering them. You are not. They'll be flushing out if not.
Yeah, you're actually doing yourself a favor, because
Yeah.
if you don't, they're going to bloom and they're going to flop over because the stems are too tall to support the huge white blooms that they get.
And then Austin's going to come to your house and be mad about it.
Yes,
He will.
Yeah, he'll have a lot to say.
Because they're weeping and looking down. He likes them to look up at him.
He'll come prune them off. He'll come cut them. And then we got an email in from Bryce. So Bryce says, this fall I purchased a sassafras tree, and recently I was gifted an inkberry holly. Both are, I might butcher this word, dioecious?
It just means they're...
How do you say it, though? Was I saying it right?
Yeah.
So I was close. Plants.
Yeah.
How do I know if I have a boy or girl, and how do I find them a mate to create baby berries?
Well, you pretty much have to be almost a specialist in, like a horticultural specialist in hollies or in native trees, you know. But yeah, you have to look at the blooms. Generally with hollies, with male hollies, they tend to grow a little faster and get a little bit bigger. I've noticed that with the China girl, China boys.
And that reason is because they are not spending energy on fruit.
Correct. And they will actually have more blooms. The males will have more blooms on them than the females.
And they do look a little different than the female blooms.
Yep.
So, but those are pretty subtle, nuanced things. The one thing it's almost certain is even if you have just one holly of whatever type it is that's dioecious in nature, there's almost somebody nearby that's got a pollinator for it.
Yep.
So if you have a holly that has no berries on it, it's almost certainly a male.
Right.
And if it has berries on it, it is certainly a female.
So it takes a year to figure it out.
You got to go through the pollination process.
Right. The whole cycle.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And many of those are now planted with a male pollinator in with them. So if you buy
Smart.
like a blue boy, blue girl holly or something like that, there are blue girl holly that has a small blue boy in there. So you're going to get a pollinator with it if you buy something like that.
Yep. And I would imagine with the sassafras, those are everywhere around here too. So
you got to think.
If you've got a female, it's going to have, fruit. So
are they edible?
I don't know for sure. I know that the bark and the roots are used for certain things, but
they make teas and
but I don't know about the fruit.
Interesting.
Well, we burned another hour.
Did we?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
Went by so fast.
The last Gardening Inside Out show.
In your 60s,
David.
In my 60s.
Oh,
okay. I will be noticeably older.
Yes, you will.
Next week. So, thank you for all taking notice of that.
Yep.
And
we'll remind you next week too.
Mm-hmm. I'll have big shaggy eyebrows and
pull my finger.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll sound like Andy Rooney.
Anyway, we met one time. That's a story for another day.
I did get to meet. Couldn't talk him into going on the air with us, Josh. I really gave it my best, but he was very gracious but definitive in his no. So anyway.
All righty. Hey, folks, next week we will be back here to celebrate David joining the septuagenarians in the world.
Yep.
But he would remind you to like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about us on the socials and around.
Yep.
Watch for the podcast during the week because it's amazing. I got to go back and look at it this week, find out about frog ponds. But hey, Adam, thanks for sitting in for Austin.
Sir. Yeah.
And hey, we'll see y'all next Saturday morning right here from the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. See you then.
Tyler here. Gardening Inside Out Podcast is looking for sponsors for 2026. If you have a business that's plant and gardening related, or if you know of one, please get in touch with us at gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Gardening Inside Out. It's hard to believe we're into our third year as a podcast, and we love hearing from you as we learn who our listeners are and what y'all enjoy about it. If you love the show, we greatly appreciate any likes, follows, shares, or word of mouth recommendations. If you've already done so, thank you for your support. There's many ways to get in touch with us, so send us a text with the fan mail feature or email gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Happy gardening and see you next week.